I was looking at these Boston Dynamics robots today. Are we gonna have to fight these things? I mean, is that what's gonna happen on top of demons? Most likely zombies too. You know, what are we in for here? I've been looking at these things being built for years, and it used to be funny, you know, because they didn't move very well. Really in the early stages of, I mean, it's been going on for years, you know, and it just looked goofy, you know. Then they could pick up a box, but now they're just like walking around. And the same thing with the dog ones too. Those dog ones are pretty creepy. What kind of world are we gonna be living in here? It's weird. Like, I feel like there is a bit more of that end times feel creeping in. Not so much in the everyday life, I guess. I mean, not much changes here. It's been pretty much, you know, aside from some things, it's pretty much business as usual. Just people on vacation. But I guess the underlying kind of vibe, you know, people are a lot more agitated. They're easy to anger. You know, we didn't say the shirts. They're a lot less chill, it feels like. And that's kind of everywhere. I don't know if that has anything to do with the jab or anything like that, but I feel like people are just a little bit more agitated than they used to be. Speaking of the jab, there's this concept that I was trying to describe it earlier, but I couldn't do it well. But there's this idea that the way the farmers split up their area of control or their land is that for your local bars, whatever the beer is that you have on draft in your area is somehow tied to what farmer controls your area, the people in your area. Like the 13 families have their shields worked into the shields on the beer, or whatever those things are, the emblems. Someone who is more knowledgeable on this could explain this in a less retarded way, but basically whatever is being is on draft, I guess, in your area is your beer for your people. Back in the old-timey days, when people were starving, instead of making bread, they found it was cheaper to use the same ingredients to make beer. They could, you know, feed more people that way, or get people more sustenance by, instead of making bread, making beer. And the different areas were split up by, you know, different farmers are lords, or our so-called lords, or our so-called farmers, and they would have the area designated by a certain kind of beer. Now I noticed they're tanking the Miller Lite now too, or they seem to be going down that same route. And the other thing, the Budweiser Light. Excuse me. God damn it. These Monster energy drinks. It's gonna kill me. Not before everything else does, though, but yeah, they purposely tanked that, right? I mean, there's no way they understand there'd be some kind of backlash from that. It was done purposely, you know, and now they're doing it with another one, the Miller Lite one. They're trying to do the same thing, and you know, you see a lot of people online, the Joe Rogans of the world, saying like, "I can't believe, don't they learn?" It's like, yeah, they know. They're doing it purposely. I mean, you know, there's no way this is a mistake. So I was thinking, why would they want to tank these beer companies? Like, why would they want to make them fold, right? Or make them go under? Maybe they don't need that label anymore, or that beer label. because they're consolidating their area. You know, they're consolidating their group of people, us, their cattle. There's no need for someone to hold that area, or it's being combined with another area. So they don't need some of these labels, so that they're getting rid of the labels. Why would that happen? Well, it would happen if there was a drop in population. And there has been. It's being presented to people in a way that it's not that people don't notice. It's just happening on the margins in everyone's life. Everyone's life has it happening kind of on the margins, where they know someone, or they saw someone, or there's a couple people here, a couple people there. It all adds up though. It all adds up, and people are kept from seeing the big picture. It's like compartmentalizing that data. No, I think somebody's coming down here. Yep. Fireman. Oh, it's stopping over there. Yeah, something over there. Huh. But yeah, so it's happening just in a way that it's not alarming anyone, you know, because the way the data's ripped out. But if you're watching this stuff, like I've been watching this stuff, and you know, other people online have been looking at the data as it comes out, you see like the massive drop off in people. And all I could think of when I thought about why they would be kind of downsizing one of their areas to kind of consolidate is because they have less people. I don't know, just something I thought of when looking at the cards on the board with the red string connected between each of them. It's just one of those things, you know. Do I have to get cigarettes while I'm out? I probably should, right? Yeah. Wednesday night. It's been quiet out here. Nothing really too exciting happening. I've been I had like kind of a fog going on here. Like there's nothing usually as soon as I go out, wherever I'm going, I just fire up the camera and I start talking. There's always something I want to discuss, but lately it's just been kind of, I almost feel like I'm waiting for something. I don't know what, but I feel like everybody's kind of waiting for something. I don't want to say like a calm before the storm type of thing, but maybe something like that, kind of like that. I don't know. There's a calm, kind of. Got to cross the street up here. I don't want to get stuck in here. Oh, good. You can cross the street. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'd rather have it like this than have a lot of madness going on, but I don't know what it is. I feel like it's me. Like I feel like there's I got like a fog on my brain or something. I just don't have a lot to go over. Usually when I leave the house, I'm like I fire this thing up like a 12 things going on in my head, because there's always a Roman court full press in my mind. But lately it hasn't been like that. I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm under a mind spell. Someone got me with a mind spell. Yeah, it's right on here. People drive right up on the sidewalk here. No one bothers to like... Jesus Christ. Well, so much for being quiet. Yeah, you can't, you're not safe from cars on the sidewalk here. People drive right up on it. Or they'll pretend they're about to, so you jump out of the way. I don't do that anymore. I used to like jump out of the way when I thought they were coming up on the sidewalk, because they always make it seem like they're about to come on the sidewalk, or they want to take the driveway in front of, so they kind of do this little move. I don't move for them anymore, though. This makes some people angry because they want you to dance around for them. I don't dance around for them. I become less affected by that kind of stuff as time goes on. My ignore switch is very strong. I keep it on 9 or 10. The downside of that, though, is sometimes, as you know, you've seen, I'll be walking by and, you know, a neighbor or someone I know will be like right next to me and go, hey, and I'll be like, oh, hey, didn't see you, you know. I see the bodies, but I know what bodies are around me in my peripheral vision, but I don't usually, I'm usually looking above everybody's eye line just to keep from locking eyes with people, because everybody seems to want to lock eyes with you, but I don't give it to them. People get upset about that too. People get upset about a lot of things. I think they just don't, I don't know. They don't like contentment. If you're content, you're doing your own thing, you're not bothering anybody, someone feels like they always have to kind of ruin that for you. It's alright though. Now that I expect it, it's not that big a deal. But when I first came here, I wasn't used to it. Because I think what it is just there's so many people from all around the world here. That there's so many different kinds of people that, I mean, there's no like real vibe of the people. Like when you're in like a city, normally like New York, there's a certain way people handle themselves and move around, Boston, wherever you are. But here it's like a mix of people, you know, from all over the world all the time. And it's like oil and water a lot of times, you know. Yeah, no demons, no nothing tonight. Another quiet night. I'm always looking though. I always got my eye out for them. Someday we'll do something with that. That place used to be cool. King's Village. It was like a cool little shopping area. They took it down to build condos there, but the foundation's too wet, so they can't put the height building that they wanted to put there because they can't dig down deep enough. They're too close to the ocean, which is a lot of this land around here. Most of this land here would be considered wetland if it was on the mainland. You know, conservation would rule most of this wetland. A lot of it is sinking. And I think the closest you could probably put I think they want to put like a huge building. You know, like those right there. Those are pretty big. I think they want to go bigger than that. And if you want to go bigger than that, you have to at least come up here to this street over here. I think it's probably the closest you could go. What the fuck is that? Fucking shitty shitty bang bang. More like shitty shitty bang bang. That's more like what's going on. Alright. I'll be back with hopefully something a little bit more exciting. Guy, really? Is this, I mean, what is that? No, you know, it's weird. It's the same thing with like when it rains out. People drive around and try to splash people with puddles. Lot of like childlike minds here. So that could very well be a guy just driving around. Hey, look at this! Boom, boom. Well, obviously that's what it is. We've just been doing it all night. Yeah, it'll scare people. Stupidity brings boredom. Boredom brings shit like that. Let's travel around and make Big Bang. That's stupidity and boredom right there. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.